Hey there, Dance Fam. Welcome back to my channel. We're on a roll here. It's really exciting. Videos are coming out. I'm being consistent. It's a big deal. Pat myself on the back. So today's a big day. Today we are wrapping up my time, my experience in Millennium's certificate program. Sometimes I want to say Millennium Dance Complexes, Millennium Los Angeles, and this is why a second ago I paused after Millennium because my brain was like, how do you finish saying that? I remember that there was a little bit of a hiatus for me in the program. Why? Why was there a break for myself? Well, you're about to find out. But before we get into that, just wanted to remind you to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Did you know that every time you like this docu-series, the universe sends me like a little bit of energy? Like I get this hit, this light, and it feels really good. But this isn't all about me, of course. It's a mutual thing. Every time you hit like, the universe sends you from the heavens a glorious ray of light, bringing you just endless goodness for your day. So why wouldn't you like the video, you know? All right, let's get to it. All right, I'm here. I'm parked at the studio. I'm dancing. I'm nervous. It's been 2 weeks. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks. It's kind of anticlimactic because I'm in this 12-week program situation and it's 12 classes a week or so. And at the end of it, I was going to be like, oh my God, I did it. And then this just hardcore stop because of I got sick. And I'm at like 95%. I don't know if you can hear it, but I still feel a little nasal. But I'm fine to dance. I'm not contagious. I've got good energy. I'm nervous. It's been 2 weeks. It's funny, there are dancers who complain, right? If they're not in class for a week. I'm so rusty, you know? And I'm always like, 25 years. But now 2 weeks and I'm like, ugh. I don't know if you can see, but I popped a blood vessel in my eye, so I hope I don't scare people. The students have changed in this workshop program, I have noticed. There were about 35, now there's closer to 20. And the skill level, I feel like last time more people were advanced, and this time I'm kind of like at a decent skill level in comparison to others, which is good because in many of the workshops I kind of sat out and didn't really dance and or left. I gotta admit, I'm a little bit overwhelmed with my schedule. I feel like I can get up at 4:30 in the morning, which I do often. And I wake up overwhelmed with how much I need to get done in the day. Working several jobs, more than 8 hours a day of that, and dancing 2 classes, sometimes 3, even 4 at times a day, going to bed, having the most busy, productive, accomplished day, but feeling overwhelmed and stressed because I still haven't done the things that'll get the project out into the world. You know, the filming, the narration, voiceover stuff I gotta do, the editing, the social media. And so I have this constant, I don't know how to explain, this constant just feeling like I'm not moving forward, which is insane for somebody who is as busy as myself. My goal right now is just to get through the choreography, just through it. And that's it. And because when you think about that, the fact that the class is 1.5 hours and you're working on the choreo for maybe an hour, sometimes less, just getting through it is a big deal. And then hopefully you can add the things that make it your own and the textures and whatnot if you get the chance to do it again. Can you see how bad this popped blood vessel is? When I talk to people, their eyes like navigate to it and it hurts too, like it's spreading and my eyeball just feels tired, but I'm dancing, I'm showing up, so that's good, even if I scare people. I'm happy to say that the last couple of days with dance, even though I took 2 weeks off, unexpectedly felt pretty good. I'm almost wondering if the universe sent these 2 weeks, and clearly it did for some reason, maybe partly as a sort of recharge, restore, reset, you know? I felt in my jazz class today, for example, advanced jazz with Sean Viator, normally in his class, I'm very in my head, I'm very, very nervous, and I was nervous a little bit today, sure, but I got through it today. Like, I danced the whole time. Normally in his class, for example, I sit out in groups. Sitting out meaning I don't dance. Like, I get afraid and I forget everything. But today, I got through it all. I remembered all the choreography. I did not have the textures. I was not amazing, but I got through it. And I was kinder to myself. That's progress. I'm like, universe, did these 2 weeks like serve me? You know, we all need a break, right? We're all better. Our brain needs breaks. Whether you're writing a blog or whatever it is, which I do, you know, you just need a little time off to be better. If you're doing it like week after week after week, as I was with dance, and like 12 plus classes a week on top of that, it's just a lot, you know? Anyway, so that was good. And also, I had a private last night in the world of contemporary improv, which I really struggle with. So I'll share a clip of that actually, just kind of playing around. The good news is that my eye, while still scary, it's fading. Today's the first day it's fading a little bit, so there's progress. I'll take it. I'm taking one dance class today. Normally I take 3 on Thursdays, but honestly, I just feel like I need to rest. I'm already at 7 for the week, which by any standards is really good. Normally I'd be at maybe 9 or 10. So I'm just going to embrace it and just understand that my body is still healing. My eye is a great example of that. I am here for my 11 o'clock dance workshop. As per usual, I am the first one here because I always get here very early to stretch. I was just thinking last night, wow, my program, I'm approaching almost the very end of it. And, you know, what have I learned? What's my progress? And I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I don't know what my progress has been. I feel like my anxiety has gotten worse and I'm confused. I'm befuddled. I'm just like, what? Like, I don't know what's going on. So my come to Jesus is this. I am focusing a lot on what's not working. And as we all know, the universe serves you more of what you focus on, right? What you're thinking about, what you're talking about. And I was just talking to my boyfriend just now because I got back from a dance class, basically almost in tears. And I'm never like at that place, but it's been a really weird week. I had a class last night that I was crushing. Like, I often talk about when I'm not good. So when I say I'm good, like, that's a big deal for me. I was crushing my class last night for over an hour. And then the videographer comes in and he's about to film and I'm like, I don't know it anymore. I knew it the whole time, but now I don't know it. And I'm not saying that to be cute. I'm not saying that hyperbolically. Like, it's gone. And I'm paranoid. And then I'm called to be on camera, which is very nice. And I'm like, I do not know what is happening now. Even though I just did for an hour, we'll see what happens. And then I dance on camera, I get through it. But all of the nuances, all of the things I was crushing, gone. Just gone. And I think what makes me so frustrated and sad is that what is on camera is not representative of the dancer I am, of what I've been doing the entire class. And that's kind of sad to me because I feel like my project is dead on arrival if I don't have the dancing that is indicative of what I've been doing the whole time. Does that make sense? And so my class this morning, same thing. People literally come up to me. Oh my God, you're amazing. Oh, can you show me this one move? Like, that's just like supportive examples as to I'm doing just fine. I was great the entire class, didn't forget a darn thing. The only times I messed up was when I filmed myself 2 times on camera, but I didn't feel nervous. I was confident with the choreography. So I'm like, what's going on? It's very strange to me. And because I feel like it's getting worse, I have 2 thoughts. My come to Jesus is this, and I was talking to my boyfriend about it, and he was like, stop focusing on the negative. Focus on what was right. If you were crushing it the whole class, who cares what happened on camera? I'm like, well, I do care because I need footage. And of course, yeah, it serves my project to have footage where I'm forgetting the choreography. Sure, I gotta have footage of me slaying when I was slaying the whole time, right? I've got to focus on what I'm doing right, what is good, not what I got wrong for about 2% of what turns out to be the entire class, you know? And who knows, maybe you're watching this for a reason. Maybe I'm here to serve you today because, you know, you need to focus more on what's working and the good stuff, the positive, what you're doing right in life versus what doesn't feel right. Trust me, I intend to be a major force in the dance industry, become my own brand, and this is all just part of the journey. I just gotta figure out how to just get out of my head more.
3 days later.
I just wanted to talk a little bit about brain health for a second in regard to me in dance class because I'm always trying to understand myself here and I have all these new theories. Let's get to it for a moment. So yesterday, for example, I had 3 classes. I had a workshop in the morning, hip hop, new choreographer, Pham, loved him. Loved the vibe. It was great. And I was able to get through it. Like, I was fine. And even the studio director was watching, and she said to me afterward, she was like, Miller, you know, I don't bullshit. And it's true, she's pretty tough. She was like, you were looking really smooth in there. I'm like, thank you. And then in my theater jazz class, which is one of my favorite classes of the week, it's like a spiritual experience, there was extra choreography. I feel like yesterday there was a lot. And at some point, like, I felt my brain like, oh, it's like I can't sponge it all right now. But I was kinder to myself, and I'm practicing that sort of mantra of focus on what I'm getting right. So that's the good news. And I did that thing in the class where I had that new nose, like, aromatherapy situation inhaler.
It is called Boom Boom. And I actually saw it on Shark Tank, no joke. While this whole craziness of the program is happening, I saw a Shark Tank episode. I love that show. And they were talking about this, and it was an old episode, so I Googled it, and apparently it's very, very popular, and it really helps some people with focus. And you just go like that. This goes in the nostril. Woo! The peppermint, it really just kind of, I'm sure there's some science involved, I don't know, but it makes you go woof, like you're laser focused. I started to bring it to class, and I was finding it, you know, kind of helpful in the beginning.
And I took it in that class. I did not take it in my class at night, which I should have. I forgot, because that's when I experienced anxiety, and that was Kobe's class, which I've mentioned him before. And last time I took his class was when he said very lovely things to me before class about working together. So now I have, in my mind, because I'm human, this expectation that I feel like I have to live up to in his class, that he thinks I need to be at a certain level, which of course he doesn't give a fuck. But I'm putting this like added pressure on myself. Now here's where memory becomes a thing for me. And this is what I've been noticing a lot lately, and I don't understand it. In his class, it was hard in the beginning, and then I got the choreography. And for like 40 minutes or so, we're like drilling it, and I'm feeling good, like I'm fine. And then all of a sudden, it like goes away. There's like pockets that I don't have anymore. I just had them for 45 minutes. Now they're gone. I don't feel particularly more stressed or anxiety ridden or anything. And it's not on camera. We're not even in groups yet. And all of a sudden, what I was doing fine is just gone. And I'm self-aware enough to be like, okay, this is interesting. Why? And I feel like the last 5 or 6 weeks that's been happening to me, and I don't understand it. So now I get home from class last night, and when that stuff happens to me and I leave class a little bit feeling defeated, my own problem, it's just crazy how much dance class for me affects my, like, how I am afterward. If it's a good experience, I'm like happy. If I feel like my brain took off or something, then I'm like sad. It's so silly. I know it's silly. So anyway, I'm in the shower, like listening to a podcast, because that's what I do. And it was Mayim Bialik's breakdown. And here's me wondering about my memory. And then she says this.
I'm 46, and I can already feel the differences.
66, 76.
That's right.
I'm old enough to be your grandfather.
But I'm already, I already am starting to see, oh, my brain won't hold the same amount of information. It won't hold, you know, if the more lines I remember, the more I lose my phone and, you know, forget to tell.
You're feeling it already.
Yes.
Could that be a factor? I'm in the same age demo as Mayim. I don't know. Then I think, I get up in the morning so early. I'm like up around 5 o'clock, and all day long, I'm busy. I'm making decisions. Your phone blinks with a notification, and you look at it, your brain is making a decision with what to do with it. That's called decision fatigue. It happens all day long. So full-time job, dance class here, dance class there. All of a sudden it's nighttime, more learning choreography, memory retention, memorization, decision fatigue, and my brain is tired. Like, that could very well be a factor, you know? And last night I'm drinking wine, which I enjoy, a glass, maybe 2, depending, every night, pretty much. We all know the studies, you know, wine, alcohol can affect REM sleep. Googling this morning, now you know how it is with Google, right? Like, you can find a study, you can find the science to support whatever it is you want to believe, right? Confirmation bias, if you will. I'm reading a whole bunch that's like, wine is great for your brain health. And then a whole bunch that's like, wine causes early dementia. Wine causes, you know, REM sleep to be negatively impacted, which affects your memory. Now, I think that no matter who you are, it's going to affect your REM sleep for sure. I feel like I sleep fine, but you know, the science is there. So is that a factor? Is drinking, I'm grasping at straws. I'm like, well, what is it? What is it? Why am I killing choreography that I know, and then all of a sudden it just disappears? Like, I feel like this is newer for me in my return to dance, even though the return to dance window is still short. I feel like this whole thing of when I am doing well, and then what I'm doing well at goes away in the same class before we're on camera, before we're in groups. This is strange. This is a weird development, and it almost feels like PTSD of some kind. Like, oh, but it doesn't happen again. And I know my gut tells me it's me. You know, all those things, age, time of day, decision fatigue, wine. Maybe they're all factors, sure. That said, I do ultimately think it's me getting in my head and not even being aware that I'm getting in my head when I am.
Honestly, I'm just like at a loss right now because I feel like this is no longer a coincidence. It's happening to me more and more, and it's befuddling and it's scary, and I'm wondering if I have PTSD, and I mean that very sincerely. Just for example, just today alone, I took a dance workshop this morning. The entire time I was fine. Like, I was really fine. And this is what's happening that's good, is that my memory retention, I feel like might be getting better. This thing happened though, where the entire time I feel pretty good. I don't forget a damn thing. At the very end, the choreographer filmed it, and he was in front of us with the camera like this. And that was the only fucking time I just completely forgot shit. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. Like, I'm a performer. I've been on camera my whole life. I don't understand what's happening. It's really, really strange. And just right now in Kobe's class, the same choreography I did on Wednesday, I knew it. I was doing really, really well. I was killing it. There are people around me watching me. You can see people when they're watching you, and you know that you're like kind of a star. Like, I don't say that all the time. I was a star. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. At the very end though, he's like, everybody come out, and then he's filming us. I didn't even know he was filming us. And then, please understand, the whole fucking time I was crushing. I felt so good. And then what happened? I'm doing the choreography. I see him filming us, and I don't like have a thought. Like, I don't have a thought. I don't know what it was, but it just went away. I swear to you, it was like I was in the Twilight Zone. I knew nothing. And I'm like, Miller, you gotta push. Don't be that guy. Don't walk off the floor. Push. And I promise you, hand to God, I'm fucking in the middle of the floor, and I'm trying, and it's all gone. It is all gone. For an hour and 10 minutes, I've been slaying, and it's gone. I walked off the fucking floor because at this point, I would be injurious to other people. I would be injurious. I would cause harm to them because I did not know what was freaking happening. What? And it's like, what happens with me is that this is my bad. This is my flaw. I know this is my flaw. I take home the energy from the most recent experience in dance class. By experience, I mean what happened at the very, very end. And I need to remember what I was talking about earlier this week, which is I need to focus on the 99.2% of the class that I was slaying. That was fucking great. And not the very end of class where it's gone. But how can I not? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I not, like, I don't know.
It's really been important to me in this return to dance journey to capture my true, authentic, raw vulnerableness, my emotions in the moment, which means right after dance class, right after an experience, good or bad. It's been a decision I made from the outset. Though that first episode where I'm back in class in Orange County, I filmed immediately after class. I showed you all the things. I knew this whole time you need to see the full process. It's really easy to go on social media and put up a video of you killing it and have a caption that is really spiritual or something. But what's the real story? You don't get the full spectrum of what this return to dance is unless I show you all the things, all the colors. The people who I resonate with most in this world of even self-help and development are the ones who admit when things are like difficult and crappy and they had a bad day, because that's real, that's human. And that was my experience at Millennium's certificate program. Me, a guy in his late 40s, taking 10 plus classes a week and holding my own amidst all of the struggle and weird PTSD and all the things. I did it, I showed up, I got through it, my body rose to the challenge, I held my own with 15-year-olds, and to this minute right now, Some of the most wonderful people I've met in my return to dance journey are from this program, whether dancers or teachers. So I don't regret a moment of it. I loved it ultimately, and I'm really proud of myself for doing it, getting through it, committing to it. And now, on to the next chapter in my return to dance journey. Experiencing other Los Angeles dance studios. What else lived out there in this world of dance in LA, which is arguably the hottest, most amazing dance market, dance industry, dance scene. It was time for me to experience so much more, and I was just so excited and I couldn't wait. So for all of that, you gotta subscribe, share the video, tell people, and hit the notification bell. Please leave a comment below, tell me what you thought. I know I opened up my heart a lot, as I do. It's never too late to go back to something you love. What is that thing for you? And for up-to-date, in-the-moment, real-time updates on my return to dance journey, you gotta check out my Instagram. I post every day, twice a day, and on my stories, more than that, including an early morning daily dance-related quiz or poll. It's a lot of fun. I hope to see you there.